Let me get the mic. Honey, I got something to say. Ooh, I like that. Can you turn that up for me?
What's up? What's up? It's your girl Maj, and I am back with another episode of Ask Maj the podcast, where I am spilling all the real tea. Welcome to the season finale. I hope y'all got y'all wine, y'all, because I got mine, and I will drink to that. Cheers. Okay. Baby, it's a season finale. This is it. That's it. That's all. I gave y'all 12 good episodes. I pumped out 12 good episodes for y'all. Let me just get my hair together. Okay. I pumped out 12 good episodes for y'all, baby, and I am proud of this season. I am so proud of this season. And you know what? When I look back, I'm like, girl, I don't know how in the world I did 40 plus episodes last season. I will not do that again. Y'all getting 12 good episodes of packed content. Can you believe I launched season 2 of the podcast in June and we are in September? Like, how crazy is that? Oh my gosh. Like, baby, August didn't even put her first down. Child, she came in, looked around, and was like, yeah, no, this isn't for me. I'm out. And girl, I don't blame you. But yeah, so welcome to the season finale. You already know, if you're not new to this, you true to this, welcome back. If you are new to this, so welcome to the season finale of Ask Maj the podcast. This is a space where I share lifestyle, pop culture, and social trends with a splash of Black girl magic. Oh, and this is the season finale. I'm so excited, y'all. I am so excited just for what's next. Not necessarily to end the podcast, but I'm proud. I feel accomplished. Yeah, I'm proud of this season. I'm proud of the content that I put out. I am thankful for each and every one of you. But anyway, we're gonna get to that in a second. Let me get off my soapbox. Okay, we got some things to catch up on. Okay, so we'll get into the Maj moment. Black business shout out, and then we'll get into some popping topics. So, Maj moment of the day, of the hour, of the week, however long you need it. Change the strategy, never the goal. So let me just take a little sip. Okay. My lipstick is all on the side of my wine glass. Okay. So, for those of you who don't know, leading with transparency and authenticity here, my ultimate dream is to be a TV host, an on-air host, TV host, on-air personality, media personality, correspondent, entertainment correspondent, whatever you want to call it. Like, I want to be that go-to for interviews that are like popping in the world, right? So you know how like when there's some really big news that breaks, they calling Gayle, Oprah, or Charlemagne. And you know that if this person or this person or a group of people that's been in the news about something that's big and they make it on one of their shows, like, this is it, like this is going down. And I want to be that personality. Like, I want to be that TV host that is the go-to. Like, if this person is on Maja's show, like has an interview with Maja, like, yeah, every world stop. Like, we got to get into this. But anyway, I say that to say that I'm in this place of really building that, like really chasing my career, really, chasing my dream, really building my career. And, I think a lot of times when we're sharing on social and we're, just, I don't even want to call it boasting, but just like sharing about our accomplishments and stuff like that, we forget to talk about the no's and the rejection that we encounter. And, like I said, I'm in this place of chasing my dream, building my career. And I've gotten a lot of no's, along this journey. I've gotten a lot of, rejection on this journey. And it's not hard. It's not easy. It is very hard. And I think, what really keeps me going is knowing that I have to reach this goal. Like, I'm going to reach this goal. This is my passion. This is my life. This is my path. And I absolutely have to reach this goal. And that's why I keep going. However, I think, there's this quote that says, rejection is just God's redirection. And I'm a strong believer in that, like I said, I'm in this place of chasing my dreams, building careers, establishing a strong network, strong relationships in the industry. And like I said, there are a lot of no's that come with that. But I think that in the midst of, the no's, the rejections, so on and so forth, I've been persistent in that. Like, right. I've been very, very persistent in that. I'm diligent, and I am not one to give up. Like, I will stalk and harass people until, I get that one yes that I'm looking for. However, I think I've learned that in my journey of persistence, right, and diligence, and, just maintaining, I guess maintaining that plan, maintaining that goal, I have learned that sometimes you got to change the strategy, right? Like, you got to change what it is that you're doing to achieve that goal. And a lot of times, I'm wrapping this up, y'all, I promise. But a lot of times I think when we hear no's and when we get rejected, we're discouraged, we want to give up. We want to, maybe we think like, okay, maybe this isn't for me, right? Like, maybe I should be doing something else. Maybe this isn't my path. And obviously, child, the enemy is designed for that, to discourage you and make you doubt yourself and make you feel that you're not qualified. But baby, it's not about whether or not you're qualified or whether or not that's the path for you. It is absolutely the path for you. And the thing about it is that, God gives you things and visions that nobody else can see or understand. So understand that that's the path for you. Like, that is the direction that you're supposed to be going. So sometimes you got to change the strategy and the plan that you're building and taking to get there instead of changing the goal. So anyway, I say all that to say, change the strategy, but never the goal. So even through rejection, even through receiving no's, even through all the discouragement, even through the obstacles, the falls, the trials, the tribulations, all those good things, sometimes think about how you can change the strategy, but not the goal. Like, continue on that same path of, the goals and the achievements that you have set for yourself. And if things aren't working, maybe take a step back and figure out how you can change that plan or change that strategy, but never the goal. Hang on to that goal. Never give up, manifest, have faith that you're going in the right direction and that you're going to accomplish that goal. And if things don't work after you tried over and over and over and over, maybe look at some other ways to achieve that goal instead of changing the entire goal. And if I could give you an example, child, there's so many people I've reached out to about live events, hosting, moderating panels, TV shows, radio, like all these things. And child, when I say I've heard it all, I've gotten the ignore button, I've gotten the reject button, I've gotten the baby, you ain't what we looking for. And it stings. I've gotten all of that. I have gotten all of that. But I never, ever, ever succumb to the thought that this isn't for me. Baby, I know what my purpose is. I know what my passion is. I know what my path is. I know what my direction is. And I know where I'm supposed to be going. But sometimes I just got to change a couple of things, tweak a couple of things about the strategy and about what it takes to get there in order to achieve that goal. So it's really just about taking a step back and rethinking how you're achieving that goal instead of actually changing the goal. So anyway, I encourage you all of that, while you are chasing your dreams and building your careers, launching your careers, starting new businesses, sometimes things won't work. Sometimes things don't go as you think they should. Sometimes things don't go as planned. Sometimes you get no, you get rejected, all of those things. And be persistent, right? Be persistent in what you're doing. Don't give up on your goals, your vision, all those good things. But if you are persistent and you feel like something is not working, you've tried and tried and tried and something is not working, baby, change the strategy, but never the goal. And, I also think that comes with prayer and having a good, I guess, just spiritual journey, spiritual path, and knowing, what God has destined for you, right? Knowing what God has for you, what path that he has, created and aligned for you. And I think once you are deep into that, baby, that goal ain't going nowhere. This plan has to work, but sometimes you just got to tweak a few things along the way, when things are not working. So anyway, I say all that to say, change the strategy, but never the goal. And yeah, so I just want to encourage you of that. Continue to push forward, never give up, and yeah, be strong, be confident, be fearless in those things. And if you got to tweak a few things, please do that, but never change your goal. So I hope that does inspire somebody. Okay, now for the Black business shout out, this was really special to me. The Black Business shout out for this week goes to, for the season finale, goes to Two Stuff Kitchen by Chef Chu. Two Stuff Kitchen by Chef Chu is a private chef and catering company in Houston. Two Stuff Kitchen caters all size events and specializes in private cooking. Groups under 25 people get the chance to smell the delicious flavors simmer and experience the exciting energy from the professional cook. Guests can enjoy a private dining experience with the best seafood you'll ever taste, shrimp pasta, salmon, crab cakes, and more. Ooh, I'm getting hungry. In addition, the company brunch menu includes unique ways to prepare waffles and grits that will leave you stumped. So shout out to Two Stuff Kitchen. And for those of you who do not know, this past year for my birthday, I went to Houston for a girls trip and lived my life, partied it up. Anyway, during my time there, we got a private chef at our Airbnb, and it was Two Stuffed Kitchen. And so his name is Chef Chu. So shout out to Chef Chu. And I actually found him through another one of my friends who lives in Houston, and he had this big party, and Chef Chu catered the party. So I was like, oh, that food looks so good. Black owned in Houston. I was like, oh yeah, we got to book him. When I say, oh my God, his food is ridiculously good. Oh my God, it is so good. Like, Chef Chu, if you listening, I can't wait to come to the grand opening because I know it's coming, and I wish you so much success. So much growth. I mean, just unimaginable growth and succession for you. Like, just absolutely. That food was amazing. Yeah, people need to taste it. People need to know. Oh, taste and see, child, what Chef Chu was doing, honey, because that thing was ridiculously good. Anyway, shout out to Chef Chu, and he shows so much love. You know, he gave us all the fire spots in Houston to go to. I mean, he just was a good time, great personality, great energy. We just really had a good time. And, you know, I enjoyed the experience overall, not just the food, but just having him there to kick it with us, chill with us on my birthday. And he really made my birthday extra special. So shout out to Two Stuff Kitchen and Chef Chu for an amazing experience and for holding it down in Houston. I'll be back. Okay, let's get into some poppin' topics. Okay, so I added something yesterday to my script. So I'm trying to figure out if I want to start with that. No, let's start with this first. Okay, so Joe Devontae Biden finally, after years and years and years, announced his student debt cancellation plan. Yeah. The Department of Education will provide up to $20,000 in debt cancellation to Pell Grant recipients and up to $10,000 in debt cancellation to non-Pell Grant recipients. However, borrowers are eligible if their individual income is less than $125,000 a year or $250,000 a year for married couples. No high-income individual or high-income household in the top 5% of incomes will benefit from this action. In addition, the pause on federal student loan repayment will be extended one final time through December 31st, 2022. Borrowers should expect to resume payment in January 2023. Yeah. I'm not depending on Joe Biden anymore. Like, I feel like he made a lot of promises that he's not fulfilling, and I ain't dependent on him no more. I am determined to get these student loans paid off. And, you know, I for those people who are truly in need, right, that this impacted, I am ecstatic for them. You know, I am grateful for those people that this did provide relief for. But as for me and my student loans, baby, that ain't enough. And that do nothing for me. I don't fall in a percentage in none of this percentages. So this don't impact me at all. And on top of that, 10,000 ain't enough. I'm not even going to tell y'all how much debt I am in when it comes to student loans. I'm not. But let me say, baby, $10,000 compared to my student loans is just the interest. And like I said, I already don't fall into this. So it's just the interest. $10,000 ain't enough. Joe Devontae Biden, cancel all of it. Cancel all of it. All of it. 100%. And you know what? I ain't no politician. I ain't no president of the United States, but I'm very confused as to why he won't cancel all of it. I'm like, child, what about all these trillions and billions of dollars to send over to Ukraine and all these things? Let me tell you something. At Zoom, I work at Zoom. And at Zoom, we have what's called an inside first dynamic, inside first mindset, inside first approach. And basically what that means is before we share anything externally, or before we, launch something or roll something out or announce something that benefits external people, so customers, so on and so forth, we are committed to taking care of who's on the inside first. And that's employees, taking care of our employees first. And child, the United States need to take that same approach. It's taking care of the US first. And I'm like, we sending these billions and billions of dollars to these other countries, and y'all can't even take care of who's in the US first. Joe Biden canceled all the debt. I'm getting mad talking about it. Cancel all of it. I've done a lot of research and I've seen a lot of opinions, and I've seen a lot of people talk about that if Joe Biden cancels all student debt, it closes the wealth gap, the racial wealth gap. And, I haven't done enough research, as far as like statistics and the economy and so on and so forth to know if that's true or not. But baby, I hope that that's not what's holding him back, because this is ridiculous. If that's the case, even if that's not what you want to do, at least cancel debt for all HBCU grads, Lord. And he'd love to say he went to an HBCU. Oh my, child, I'm sick of it. At this point, my student loans is forgiven. They've been forgiven. Jesus paid it all, and the student loans is forgiven. And cheers, baby, I'll drink to that. Mm-hmm. Child, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Between Joe Biden, Kevin Gates, and this crazy video, and Genuine and his new dance moves, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of all of it. I'm stressed. I need another drink. Oh, it's okay. Jesus paid it all, and my student loans is forgiven. So I'm gonna let them sit and let the Lord fight my battles. Okay, so this was the part that I wanted to add. I'm done with Biden. I'm done with Joe Devontae Biden. We just gonna move forward. With some Papa topics. Okay, so I saw this yesterday. I was like, ooh, this is real good tea. This is for all my Power fans. All my Power fans. Okay, so my best friend, shout out to my best friend. Hey girl, hey. She sent me this TikTok video, and she always be sending me TikTok videos. But anyway, it went viral, and it was a video of 50 Cent performing the Power song. And while he was on stage performing the Power song, he's like bringing out the Power cast. So all the Power cast coming out on stage, they hype, dapping each other up. And so for the sake of understanding and clarity, I'm gonna use their real names, but in the story, I'm gonna use their character names. So anyway, all the Power cast is on stage dapping each other up. And so Tommy's real name is Joseph, and Braden's real name is Gianni. So this is who the story is about. So anyway, while on stage, Braden goes up to, so everybody's like dapping each other up, hugging each other, saying, hey, greeting each other. And so Braden goes over to Tommy to dap him up, and Tommy like, this is him. Like, yeah, no, out my face kind of thing. Like, so let me tell y'all, I watched this video over and over and over again, because I was like, okay, there is no way, like, now Joseph, it's no way that he dissed this young fella. Like, I'm just like, he did not. So the whole time I'm like trying to validate, okay, like my best friend and I were having a conversation about it, and I'm trying to validate, like, okay, maybe, Braden was just saying something and getting on Tommy's nerves, or maybe Braden was drunk and, yelling in Tommy's, like, I was coming up with all types of justifications. And honestly, it just didn't make sense. Like, after watching the video over and over and over, it looks like Braden tried to like dap up Tommy, and Tommy like dissed him, like, nah, man, get away kind of thing. So anyway, obviously the clip went viral on TikTok, and then it floated on Instagram and wherever else. And so people were commenting, people had their own, stories about what was happening, and, ideas about what was happening. So Tommy ended up responding to one of the comments on the post. And this is what he said. We saw each other at the hotel afterward and talked, all good. And that was that. So child, here come Braden, honey, putting putting it on Front Street, giving us the tea. He said, listen, I was going to leave this alone. He said, I was going to leave the sugar honey iced tea alone, but people keep sending me this, and this dude straight up telling lies. But he said, straight up telling lies. It's not all good. I asked him in the elevator what his deal was with me because he's been doing this sugar honey iced tea for years when I've shown nothing but respect and love. He kept just saying he doesn't F with me. Nothing was resolved. Stop spreading lies because people are pressuring you about your saltiness. Child, I can't read. I said nothing but amazing things about this dude on the podcast, and if you listen to it, you know. Season 6 of Power, he was the nicest guy in the world to me. Then when Ghost happened, everything switched up. If you're gonna try and pretend like this sugar honey iced tea is resolved for social media because you're mad, everybody is asking why a 47-year-old man is throwing shade at someone who everybody F's with, then at least do better than that, my guy. He goes on to say he's been doing this sugar honey iced tea behind closed doors for years. You made this public on stage, Grandpop, not me. Now you're dealing with the outcome of being a child. Last thing I'll say is that I don't give a F if you don't like me. Nobody needs to like everybody, and that's completely fine. But don't pretend on social media that we're good after I tried to make peace. Still, after the years of disrespect and shade, and you said no. Tommy character is still a GOAT, though. And I'll drink to that. Drink to that. Shall not. Braden putting Tommy on Front Street. So, Tommy hasn't responded. He hasn't responded to, from what I've seen, he hasn't responded. And I mean, I don't know. My best friend and I were talking, and we decided that, most of the spinoffs, most of the Power, this is for my Power fans. If you don't watch Power, you don't know what I'm talking about. It's okay. Just sit this one out. All of the Power book spinoffs did really well, except for Tommy. So we came to the conclusion that Tommy might be a little salty at Braden because I guess his show is going up. But my thing is, if that is the case, I would expect Tommy to treat all the new characters like that. And I don't know, maybe he is, but I don't know, very interesting. And I would hope that, obviously we haven't heard Tommy's side, but I would hope that that's not him being salty because of the other Power Book shows. And Lorenz Tate's, what's his name in Power? Oh my God, it's not leaving me right now. It's leaving me right now. Tate. Oh, his name is Tate in the show. How did I forget that, child? It's mine. Yeah, Tate's spinoff got canceled too. And I believe Tommy's was the only one that didn't do so well. So you had Raising Kanan and then Ghost, Power Book 2, and they did really well. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm interested to see if Tommy will speak out about it. But child, Joseph, you need to contain yourself if that's the case. You are too white and too proper. And you can't be acting like that with a name like Joseph. So get it together. Anyway, shout out to Braden, I guess, for speaking his mind. And, I'm not big on spilling stuff on social media, but I do understand where he was coming from. Like, it's fine. We don't have to like each other. You don't have to like me, so on and so forth. But like for you to get on social media, act like we're good. On that. I'm not sure that I would have addressed it, but I totally understand why he did. So, I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Speaking of viral videos, I know y'all done seen this Kevin Gates and Genuine. Okay, so first of all, Kevin Gates has this video. I'm not gonna go into detail about what it is. He's talking about very sexually explicit lyrics, and he's doing this dance, and the dance is just extremely aggressive. Like, I felt assaulted watching the video. Like, I felt scared watching the video. And after a while, like, I watched it over and over and over. And all I could do was laugh because I'm like, this man is out of his mind. And then, of course, so many people have stuff to say. And Kevin Gates has this thing where he feels like Black people don't support him. Totally understand. He feels like Black people are his worst critics. Sure, that's true. Like, I'm not going to say that I don't believe him because I'm sure that's true. Child, Black people be hating us. Like, Black people be the worst critics of us. So I believe him with that, but in this particular case, I'm not sure that it was about Black people hating you. Baby, you look ridiculous. Like, and I don't know, maybe some women like it, but I couldn't see it. I watched it over and over and over and I couldn't see it, And Drewski had like reposted the video. Drewski is a comedian. He reposted the video and said something like Kevin Gates needed to go to jail. This not right. Obviously, he's a comedian. He's just joking. And Kevin Gates responded like, it be your own people. Sir, please. This has nothing to do with race or black people hating on you. You look ridiculous. Like a child, it just was aggressive. And then between him and Genuine, and for Genuine, so Genuine has this viral video dancing, and it's funny. Like I watched it over and over and over. And I think the funniest part about the video was, I think his audacity, like he does this weird, awkward dance. And then at the end, he winks. Like, and when he winked, it was like, yeah, like I just did that. Like, yeah, like, you know how you know, like he did this little like sexy wink at the end as if he just like, I like hit a Chris Brown move. And I'm like, sir, ew. Like I freaked out. The wink creeped me out. Because it was like, baby, I don't know what you thought you did, but it didn't give what it was supposed to give. It did not give what you thought it gave, baby. Baby Genuine, cut it out. He been making headlines a lot, but it was weird. Y'all gotta go watch the video. Very funny. If you need a laugh, go watch the Kevin Gates video and the Genuine dancing videos. All you gotta like Google Kevin Gates dance video and Genuine dance videos. They'll come up. Anyway, the VMAs just recently aired this. Was it this Sunday? No, because what's today? I don't. Okay, let me figure it out. Yeah, I think not this past Sunday, but the Sunday before that. I think that's when it was. But anyway, Nicki Minaj received the Vanguard Award at the 2022 VMAs. And it was so sweet. She was so sweet. She performed some of her best hits, including Roman's Revenge, Bees in the Trap, Chun-Li, Moment for Life, Super Bass, and Anaconda. I loved her performance. I didn't care for the outfit, but I loved her performance. Like when she brought out all the hits, I'm like, okay, yes, this is Nicki. And it just felt really good to see her back on the stage and just doing what she loves. And you could tell she just was having an amazing time. Nicki Minaj also hosted the show. So they had 3 hosts this year. It was her, Jack Harlow, and LL Cool J. We'll talk about that in just a second. But Nicki, I thought Nicki did well as a host. And honestly, I would love to see her host an entire show by herself. Like, I think she could do it. Nicki Minaj is very dramatic, very theatrical. And she has a lot of fans. Like, I think that she could host a show, like a BET Awards, a VMAs. Like, I think that she could host the show by herself. I think she did an amazing job hosting. Jack Harlow performed, and I believe he won Best Song of the Summer, something like that. Shout out to him. I loved his performance. It was super cute. Lizzo performed. She looked good as always, did an amazing job. Y'all go and check out these performances. And if you did not get a chance to watch, go and watch. And you know, during her acceptance speech, she won the Video for Good award. And during her acceptance speech, she kind of like called out people, I guess, who have been talking about her in the press. And just recently, I can't remember who the guy is, but in the interview, he was like asked about Lizzo. I can't remember his name. He was asked about Lizzo. And anyway, he went straight into Lizzo's weight. He said Lizzo looks like the poop emoji. Like, it was so mean. So I don't know if this was her addressing him or not. And honestly, I don't think that this was her addressing him, but she did address just like, I guess, people who have been talking negative about her in the media. And she said something along the lines of like, I don't address people, I don't clap back because I'm winning in real life. And so shout out to Lizzo for that, and for continuing to just be her most authentic self, and responding to critics by continuing to do what she loves, continuing to be her most authentic self, and like she said, continuing to win. So shout out to Lizzo, and she looked so good while doing it. Saucy Santana came, saw, and slayed as always. He looked good. He performed this. He did everything. Like I love me some Saucy. Like he came, saw, and conquered. Came, saw, and slayed. There's an artist I wasn't hit to. Her name was Anita. Baby, Anita brought it. She's from Brazil. She's a singer from Brazil, artist from Brazil. And honey, she brought it. Like, she came and did the dang on thing. Like, I said, okay, Miss Anita, booty was popping. She said, who wants to see me twerk tonight? Or whatever she said, child. She got the twerking, honey. And she did that thing. She also won, I can't remember what award she won, but I thought this was really special because during her speech, she announced that she was the first Brazilian to take home an award from the VMAs. So I thought that was really, really, really special. So y'all know I'm all about diversity and inclusion. I love my Black people, but I thought that was really special. How she kind of represented her home country. So yeah, girl, looks. I said girl, I feel like I'm talking to my friends. For looks, baby, that Chloe, I am falling in love with her more and more every day. Baby, Chloe could have shut that thing down by herself, and she didn't even perform. She looked amazing. Like amazing is an understatement. She looked so good. Nicki looked good. I didn't care for her performance outfit, but I did like her hosting dress. I thought that was really cute. Performance was a little in for me. Lotto looked amazing. She looked so good. She looked super cute in her little green. So cute. And like I said, Saucy Santana came and slayed. He looked super cute as well. All right, moving on. So y'all know I love me some Carisha Please, and she recently dropped her latest episode with Megan Thee Stallion. And y'all, I didn't like it. It was, okay, let me not say this. I did not like it. I just thought it was boring. Like, I thought the interviews that came before that were better. And I don't know, I think it was more so about the content. Girl, they had this like super flirty, like horny vibe. And I like, it was cute for a second, but after a while I was like, y'all, can we get to the content? And so at some point, like, I just, like, what's the word? Like, I just zoned out. Like, I just started doing other things. And a lot of times when I feel like the content is not resonating me, I find myself zoning out. And I just wasn't feeling it. I just felt like Carisha wanted to talk about sex and threesomes and girl on girl. I just like in top and bottoms. Girl, I didn't watch this interview to hear you talk about top and bottoms with Megan Thee Stallion. That's just not what I wanted to hear. So I mean, Megan just dropped a new album. She dropped a new interview where she talked about, just how she's healing from, the death of her mom and grandma. Like, I just felt like there was so much other stuff we could have been talking about. And we was focusing on who was going to be the top and the bottom and by being bisexual. I wasn't feeling it. Like, that's just not what I wanted to hear. And I felt like Carisha she just kept pushing that agenda. Like, she just kept pushing it. It was like she would ask about something and go right back to the threesome. Ask about something, go right back to sex. Ask about something and go right back to top and bottom. I'm like, girl, Carisha, I don't want to hear about this. So after a while, I zoned out. Maybe they did get into some better content later on, but y'all, I zoned out. I'm like, okay, maybe the next episode will be better. You, Carisha, and I still love Carisha Please, and I'm gonna keep on tuning in. I just thought the episode was boring. Anyway, speaking of Megan Thee Stallion, her and her best friend Kelsey Nicole exchanged some words on social media. And I'm gonna tell the story and I'm gonna give my opinion about this because I'm like, y'all, come on now. Anyway, let me get into the story and then I'll give my opinion, and then we'll get into some new music. So they exchanged words on social media. It started because Megan Thee Stallion was on Instagram with her hairdresser. His name is Jonathan Wright, and they were talking about a woman that he like recently hung out with that Megan doesn't like, and so they were like doing this subbing like thing, the subbing conversation, and Megan Thee Stallion said something along the lines of, don't say no names and don't say nothing stupid because we ain't giving nobody free press. And before I move on, I feel like, Megan, just by you saying that, that's press. Like, you about to start something. And I just, no. Anyway, so Jonathan, he was like, I'm about to, so they're talking about this girl, and they were saying, the joke was about something that Jonathan did that made Megan mad. And so then they started talking about how Jonathan, I guess, was telling Megan that he was hanging out with somebody, but Megan was like, he was about to go hang out with somebody, but Megan was like, don't say the name or whatever. So Jonathan was like, I'm about to go out with this B I know you don't like. And so that's how it started. And so from watching it live, a lot of people thought they were talking about Asian Doll. I don't know if Asian Doll and Megan have beef. I don't know why people thought that. I didn't read that deep into it. But anyway, Megan ended the live and she denied that it was about Asian Doll. She tweeted, she said it wasn't about Asian, so now what? So then people came back and said Megan actually ended the live because she didn't want them problems, I guess, with Asian Doll. I don't know. And then Megan tweeted, never been PUSS, whatever. Then so once that happened, Kelsey, her ex-best friend, chimed in and commented. She said, I guess on Twitter, and said, put a name on it then. She said, y'all don't know behind the scenes sugar honey I see. It definitely had been got back to me Words from her mouth about Jonathan coming around me. So I just want to know, but the slugs is dead. So Megan responded, which I thought this was weird. I don't know. Megan responded and said, but when I was paying your rent though, because court let me go. Kelsey responded, but when I was doing your homework though. And then she said, she don't want war with me for real. 2 years later, I'm still on her mind. I be minding my business. And the rent comment is dead. I had my own sugar honey iced tea. She wants y'all to think I was down so bad, but I'm living proof of why you stay on your own journey, because these hoes will use you and act like they was holding it down on their own. Then Megan tweeted, deleting all apps because any B that's gonna see me in real life or gonna see me in court. Then Kelsey responded, but you ain't PUSSY though. I do not like, and I do not agree that they are going back and forth with each other on social media like this and saying so many hurtful things to each other. At the end of the day, y'all might not be friends now, but at some point, y'all were best friends and y'all had love for each other. And the thing is, no matter if somebody betrays you, you can't just up and stop loving somebody. So I'm like, the fact that y'all was once best friends at some point and y'all loved each other and y'all just spewing hateful comments at each other on social media in front of the world is crazy to me. Like, that is crazy to me. Like, y'all once loved each other. And here's the thing, like, on Megan's side, you know, we don't know what happened the night of the shooting. We don't know. We are advocating on Meg's behalf. But, you know, and I understand if she feels that Kelsey betrayed her. I totally understand that. But why go back and do the same thing to her that she did to you? Like, why are y'all on Instagram and social media, like, just telling everybody y'all business and, like, just, I don't know, talking down on each other on social media? Like, y'all was once best friends. I just, that's wild to me. Like, that is wild to me that somebody that you once loved, a friend, a best friend, you know, and I don't know, when I think of best friend, it's deep. Like, it runs deep. My best friend and I, we go back to the sandbox, and I mean, we got each other's back. Like, I don't care. Like, there is nothing that she could do, you know, betrayal wise, that would make me go on social media and talk down on her. And let me tell you, baby, I know a lot about betrayal. I have been betrayed several times, a lot, hurtful betrayal. And I just would never get on social media. And I understand people don't think like me. You know, I'm just saying. But what I'm saying is, the bottom line is, that used to be your best friend, somebody that you had mad love for, somebody that you used to do everything with, somebody that runs deep, you know, in your heart. Y'all have a crazy connection. And the fact that y'all can just get on social media and talk about each other like dogs, to me, that questions if it was true love and connection as best friends. I'm like, that's wild that y'all can just get on here and talk about each other like dogs. And y'all used to be best friends. And like I said, I understand the betrayal part, but baby, you don't got to do to somebody else what they did to you. Don't let people's actions and wrongdoings take you out of your character. And that's what I'm like, I'm a little confused about. Like, that's I can't get with that. I'm not feeling that at all. So anyway, I hope they both heal, and I guess I hope the truth comes out in court. I'll drink to that. Anyway, moving on. Child, we got new music, honey. DJ Khaled. They ain't believe in us. God did. DJ Khaled dropped his new album, God Did. And this man has dropped 5 videos from singles off the album. He dropped The Streets Know My Name featuring, child, Skilla Bing, Buju Banton, Capleton, Bounty Killer, and Sizzla. He dropped a party video for Party featuring Quavo and Takeoff. Video for It Ain't Safe featuring Nardo Wick and Kodak Black. And video for Big Time featuring Future and Lil Baby. Oh, and video for Beautiful featuring SZA and Future. So what DJ Khaled said, you can either watch us make money or you can make money with us. They ain't believe in us. God did. Sure, y'all gotta go listen to that album, okay? Go listen to the album. Nicki Minaj released her single for Super Freaky Girl, and I know it's a little old news, but she also performed it at the VMAs. Lotto dropped a new video for her single, It's Given. Super cute video. I respect Lotto. I have not really given her like a full chance in terms of like listening to her music all the way through, like listening to an album all the way through. But I respect her work ethic and her dedication to her craft. Like I love that. And I respect, which I've said this before, her desire to use her platform, you know, for change and to promote things that she's passionate about and cares about. I love that. DDG dropped a video for his new single, If I Want You, starring Halle Bailey. Super cute. And they had, it sounds like Halle's vocals in the back, like background vocals. The video, like, okay, so let me say, it was cute that they were in a video together and they're just professing their love publicly for each other. The video was a little it was okay. Like, it didn't do anything for me. Ari Lennox dropped a new single called Queen Space featuring Summer Walker. Baby, Ari, we ready for this album. Come on, when are you dropping the album? We're ready for the album. And then Chris Brown dropped a new video for his single Call Me Every Day featuring Wizkid. So y'all go and check out new music. Shine Black Girl Shine. This week's Shine Black Girl Shine goes to 3 young Black athletes, Connor McClain, Shalise Jones, and Jordan Chiles. Ooh, child, I don't think that's Chiles. I think it's Jordan Childs. We're going to say Jordan Childs. Jordan Chiles, child, it's the wine, honey. It's the wine, Jordan Chiles. These 3 young Black women athletes made history at the U.S. Gymnastics Championships in Tampa, Florida, winning the top 3 spots in the senior all-around competition. They are the first Black woman gymnast to sweep the podium. Connor won the first place gold medal on the balance beam and the top all-around in her first senior national competition. Shalise won 2nd place and Jordan placed 3rd. Talk about Black girl magic. Connor, Shalise, and Jordan, shine, Black girl, shine. I'll drink to that. Well, baby, that's all the content I got for y'all. Let me say this, you know, like I said, you know, I don't want to talk too much about what I have next because I'm in the planning stage and I don't like to make, you know, premature announcements, but I will say, you know, two big things that I'm focusing on. I'll say 3 big things. 3 big things. The first 3 big things I'm focusing on now that the podcast is ending for a while. First is chasing my dream, y'all. Like my dream is to be an on-air personality, on-air host, live event host, TV show, like all those things, TV show host, entertainment correspondent. Like I want to be at the VMAs interviewing Chloe and Nicki and Lotto about their latest accomplishments and what they're wearing. Hey, let me try. Let me see. Hey, Miss Chloe Bailey. Miss Bailey, if you nasty, tell us what you're wearing. Y'all, I'm practicing. I am working on chasing my dream of being a personality. Like I want to be influential in that space. I want to be impactful in that space. Like I want to touch people. I want to advocate. I want to inspire people. I want to advocate for women to chase their dreams. Like I just want to use my voice to be a beacon of hope and inspiration and laughter and joy. And I'm chasing that. So that is my first, I would say, priority that I'm really focused on is really just chasing my dream. And so that comes with, you know, building a network, you know, building relationships, you know, seeking out different opportunities, you know, so on and so forth. So I'm chasing my dream and I got some things cooking, you know, nothing solidified right now, but please make sure y'all follow me on the gram, Facebook, all those things. Y'all subscribe to my website, majagary.com, because I'll be dropping all the cool updates there. Second priority is, I'm not going to share too much about this, but I am transitioning. I am moving. I'm not going to tell you where, and I'm not going to tell you when, but I am going to say that I am moving. And again, I'll give you a hint. This is to chase my dreams as a TV personality. So I'll leave that there and let you decide. And again, please follow me on all socials, you know, so that you can kind of keep up with my journey and figure out, you know, where I'll be moving to. And then thirdly, you know, I talked about this last time, but I'm also in the space of figuring out how I can be a mentor, coach, advisor, and truly give back to the pageant space, especially for Black girls. Like they need it. I feel like Black girls need resources and help in the pageant space, in the pageant industry. And I want to help with that. Like I'm really passionate, Lord Jesus. I'm really passionate about pageantry. It's specifically, like I said, the Black pageant space, and I really want to give back to that. So I'm thinking of how to, like I said, mentor, coach, advise in that space, and kind of coming up with some ways to do that. So y'all stay tuned for that. Those are my top big priorities as I move out of the podcast space. And so for the podcast, it is definitely coming back in 2023. I'm already working on planning out season 3. And I have some really, really, really cool and exciting things for season 3 that I think you all will absolutely love. I'm working on social media. I'm working on content. I'm working on guests, co-hosts, like all those good things. So I think next we can, at this point, I can only go up, right? Like we can only go up. We can only get bigger. We can only get better. And yeah, I got some really exciting things coming for podcast season 3 coming 2023. So like I said, I'm working on a launch date, working on planning some things and just making it bigger and better for you all. And I promise you, it will not, like, I know last time I waited like 1 or 2 years. I had so many things going on and I just felt kind of lost in the direction of where I wanted to take my podcast. But I have so much clarity. I feel clear in my direction and in my path, and I know where I want to take it. And I think I have a really good feel for, what I can do, like the best that I can do, and what you all are looking for. So I'm excited about the podcast. And then lastly, I just want to say, thank you. Like I am so, so, so grateful for each and every one of you who continue to tune in, who continue to listen, who text me, give me feedback, repost on social. Those of you who have left reviews, who have subscribed on YouTube, on the podcast, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, like wherever you listen to podcasts. Thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for staying consistent with me. Thank you for loving and supporting me. Thank you for following me, keeping up with my journey. Like I'm so grateful. Like I just feel grateful. I feel proud. I feel accomplished as I move into a new season. And, like I said, Miss Black USA is over. This is the season finale of the podcast. Although I'm not going anywhere, I'll still be very active on social media, on the podcast and on my personal page. So make sure y'all follow both of those. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm grateful. Also, I want to thank all of my guests who have come on the show this season. You guys have truly been an integral part in making the content relatable, making it relevant, making it lovable, like all those good things. You have been an integral part of just making the podcast successful this season. And so again, I'm so excited. I got some amazing things in the works. I hope that you all will continue to follow me and keep up with me as I will do you as well. And if you don't follow me, please follow me. My Instagram is at askmaj__. And the podcast is at askmaj, the podcast. And my website is majagary.com. So yeah, make sure y'all follow me. I follow back. I know people be saying light skin girls don't follow back, but this one does. I follow back because I can see what you all are doing too. And it helps me to see, create content that you love based on, what you post, what you engage with, all those good things. So I definitely follow back. And yeah, that's the season finale, y'all. Like I said, thank you. And y'all, I can't say catch y'all on the next episode because it ain't no next episode till 2023, and it will be launching season 3. Drink to that. Baby, happy homecoming. Happy season finale. Enjoy the rest of the week. I love y'all. Thank y'all. And I guess until next year, I will catch y'all on season 3 of Ask Smash Podcast. Peace.